Hey, welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to look at loop statement as the second section of our control flow statement videos. So for the loop statement, we're going to look at the for loop, for in loop, while loop, and do while loop. So let's begin with for loop. So for the for loop, this is going to be our syntax. We use the for keyword. Then our condition, as always, will be here. So let me put in here condition. Our condition will be in here. Then you're going to have our body here. Okay, so let's start with our condition. So we are going to say for int a equals 1. So we are initializing it. This is our initializer. So we are saying for int a is equal to a. So the initial value of a is 1. And you are saying that the condition here is the value of a is less than or equal to, let's say, 7. Then our increment or decrement statement is a is increasing. So increase the value of a by 1. Okay, so this is the statement. So what it is going to do here is whenever it gets to the body, after executing anything in the body, it comes back to here and it is going to check. We are saying that it should increase the value of a by 1 and the initial value is 1. So it is going to start by, let me expand the body. So it is going to start by saying a is equal to 1 initially. Then when it comes to the next line, it's going to say a is equal to 1 plus 1. Then it comes to the next line, it says a is equal to, now the value of a is 2. So it's going to say a is equal to 2 plus 1. So it gets to a value which is the same as 7 because we say less than or equal to 7. So it will range from 1 to 7. So to keep adding to, so it gets to the value 7, then it will stop executing anything inside the body. I believe that's okay. Okay, so let's print the value of a to the console. Okay, so let's say I am printing at a. So we get the value of a. Okay, let's run and see. Okay, so here we are. I am printing at 1, I am printing at 2, so I am printing at 7. So if I should say it's less than 7, then we are going to get from 1 to 6 because the 7 is excluded. Okay, so we are getting from 1 to 6. I am printing at 1 to I am printing at 7. So whenever it executes the body, the code or anything in the body, it comes back to the condition and check if the condition that you've given is still true. And if it is still true, it's continue executing whatever you've asked it to. So it solely checks this if the value is less than 7. This is for the for loop. You can actually bring this statement outside. You put it here, then you can put A in here. It's also the same thing. Okay, so that is for loop. Let's go to for in loop. So for in loop, we are going to check if a particular item is present in list of items. Okay, I think that would be simple to understand. So this will be the syntax for it. So you say for, then the item you are looking for inside a list of items. So let me say items, then your body. Okay, so you're going to check for item. If a particular item is present in some list of items, then execute this body for me. So let's create a list of items. What items? A list of items, any items. So let's say list items equals, let's say, let's make it alphabet. So you have A, then we get to B, we get to C, we have F. Okay, so this is our list of items from A to F. So at this stage, we are going to check if there is a letter present inside these items, or we are going to print each item inside this list. So we can actually print these items as, let's say, print items. Oh, sorry. Print items. Okay. Then let me comment this out. So we are going to see the how it's going to print the items here. Then when you carry on with the for in, you will see how it executes to us. Okay, so it's printing the number of items. Is it the number of items? It's printing things. It's giving us the value of this uh, variable items. So the value starts from here to here, the square bracket to the end of the square bracket. So this is what you are seeing here. But we don't want it in this way. We want each item inside the list. We want each item inside the list. So that's where we are going to use the for in. So you're going to say for var item inside the list of items, print to us each print to us each item. So you're going to say item, print to us each item. Okay, so let's run and see. Okay, so we are having A inside the list, B inside the list, C, D, E, and F. They are all present in the list of items. Okay, so it's actually fish out individual items inside the list. What are their numbers? So if I should add numbers to this, because it's dynamic, of type dynamic, so I can put numbers inside. So let's say 8 9 8. So if I should print, then I am going to get Okay, so I'm getting from 8 to 98. So for this statement, it's fetching out the individual items present inside inside. So it lists them one by one. As compared to this, we are not looking for this. Okay, so that is the for in loop. Let's go to while loop. The while loop. So for the while loop, we have our keyword while. Okay, so we are going to get our condition as we did up here. We also need a condition here. Then our body will be executed. Okay, so for this part, we are going to create a variable here. Let's create an integer variable x. We always find x in school, but we never get it. So int x is equal to, let's say, 10. So the condition is going to check if the value of x is less than or equal to, let's say less than or equal to 15. So if the value of x from 10 to 15, it's going to check from the value of x is 10. It's going to check if the value of x is less than or equal to 15. Then we're going to say print the value of x. I prefer doing this. I am printing at x. Okay, then let me clear this. Okay, then what is the increment? You have to get our increment or decrement or anything that you want to do with the value. So you are going to increase the value of x by 1. So you're just simply going to say x plus plus here. So initially it will check if x is less than 15 or less than or equal to 15, and the initial value is 10. And to understand what it means, we know that 10 is less than 15. Then it will come and print this statement here. Then after it is done with this statement, it will get to this condition. And this condition here is saying that increase x by 1. So now the value of x will be added by 1. The correct statement will be added by 1. 1 will be added to the value of x. So it's now going to be 11. So it gets to 15. So it checks this first, then it comes to execute this statement. Then while it is passing, it comes to this and it notices that no, I am supposed to add 1 to the value of x. Then it quickly adds 1 to the value of x. Then it comes back to it again because the statement, the condition here must get to false because before it can stop working whatever it is inside here. So until the statement here is false, it keeps executing the statement in the body. Okay, so let's run it and see what it gives us. Okay, so we are starting from 10 to 15. From 10 to 15. So as I explained earlier on, it initially checks. So initially it places 10 here. So we know that 10 is less than 15. Then it prints this statement. Then when it got to this part, it realized that I am supposed to add 1 to the value of x. So it adds it to it. So when it is coming back again, it is no more 10, but it is 11. So after this loop, it comes up back again at 12. So till it gets to 15, then the next one is going to be 16, which breaks the loop, makes it false, because 16 is not less than nor it is equal to 15. 16 is greater than 15, so it makes this condition false, breaking the loop. I believe that's clear. Okay, so let's go to the last part, which is do while. Do while. Okay, so we're going to, let's get our syntax. So get do while. So for the do while, it executes the statement. Yeah, let me say it does the work. It starts. What should I say? It starts with the work, then it will come to check the condition. So if it comes to the condition and it is true, it goes back to continue the work. When it is done with it, it comes back again to the condition. If it is still true, then it goes back again to continue it. So it gets to false. So you are supposed to work 4 hours. So you work, or you're supposed, yeah, let me say you're supposed to work for 4 hours. You came back to check your time. It was 3 hours left. You go back, you continue work. You come back, 2 hours left. You go back, you come again, an hour left. You go back, so there will be no hours left for you to work. So actually, that's this how this is going to work. So we are going to say, we are going to declare an int, let's say y is equal to 1. So the initial value is 1. You are saying, what should I do? What is the task here? You are saying you should print I am printing at y. I am printing at y. Then let's get to the statement. What should be the statement? Okay, let's add our increment or decrement first. So let's make this 5, so you can decrease it. So you're going to say y, sorry, decrease y by 1. Decrease y by 1. So what is the condition here? We are going to say y. So if we are to decrease it, we are going to say y is greater than or equal to 1. So we should arrive at 1. Let me clear here and run this. Okay, so we are having 5 through to 1. So the initial value is 5. Then what should I do? Print it. So this is the initial value, which is 5. So it prints 5 initially. Then it got here, I'm saying it should decrease the value of y by 1. Then it goes to here, then here it's saying that the value of y should be greater than or equal to 1. And if decrease y by 1, the value of y by 1 here, the value of y is going to be 4, and 4 is greater than 1. When it gets to 3, 3 is greater than 1, 2 is greater than 1, 1 is equal to 1, so it's going to execute that. But when it gets to 0, 0 is not greater than 1. No, it is equal to 1. So it breaks the loop. So this ends the second section of our control flow statement videos. Thank you for watching, and please do well to subscribe to this channel and leave a thumbs up. If you have any question, please leave it in the comment area, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.